Hi, we're here at the Rybold building on the 6th floor at the Archive and Records Center with Records Manager, Debbie Andrews. Thank you very much for having us here. We're here to find out a little bit about this place. What is this place? What are these books back here?
What you see here are will records, but we're primarily set up to house all of Montgomery County's records. Some are historical, and the majority of them are records from all of the county offices. We're set up to primarily store all of Montgomery County's inactive records, and a lot of our records are historical. So what you see are historical books that the public can come in and access. We have a lot of genealogists that come in and do research on family history. We have records that primarily are archival.
What other types of records do you store here?
Just about everything. We have birth certificates through to probate estate. So any records that you've created in between, civil court cases, there's a wide variety.
How far back do these things go?
We go back as far as 1803.
So this not only is a living, breathing, active place with current records, but it also has a historical quality to it. This is an amazing place. Now tell me some of the functions that go on here on a daily basis.
We have a staff of 4 full-time employees and 4 part-time employees, and we pretty much file and retrieve records for county offices, and we make deliveries 3 times a day to the various county agencies that are in our area.
Like judges, and those are people, who are the kind of people who would request things on a routine basis, like courts and whatnot?
Right, the clerk of court's office is probably our main customer downtown. But we have records that we have to send back and forth to the recorder's office. And sometimes we'll send those electronic, so we're not actually taking the physical deed record over to their office.
Now, is there any requirements for, some of these documents are pretty old. Is there like temperature issues? Those are, I mean, in terms of preserving these records?
Yes, our facility has to be a certain temperature and humidity to prolong the life of the record. We like to stay at least 70 degrees with a humidity that's 40% or under.
Now, we were talking about some of the various functions. You took me back and showed me some of the areas that where you work. Tell me about some of those areas.
We have our own in-house imaging operation, so in addition to storing records for the county, we also scan records so that they can access them through on-base, so that will help eliminate the paper. We also have genealogists that come in and do historical research in our facility.
Now there's some very interesting historical documents that we have around here. I was wondering if you would mind that, share them with us and kind of showing us around a little bit.
Okay, sure.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, we have Paul Lawrence Dunbar's probate estate and Wilbur Wright's.
This would be the writing of the records keeper?
Yes, at the time. But they have all of the information inside, like the various receipts and documents that, you know, the public can come in and actually look at and examine.
This is the one with Wilbur Wright.
Right.
Let's see. Fascinating. This is the name of the deceased. Now, what are these large books here?
Okay, these are death records. And
1875, okay.
Right. And this particular one went through the flood, so we had to have it preserved. You can see how the paper has been damaged.
Wow, okay.
We have a preservation division, and we go through our historical records and make sure that...
So you were able to save all this information, well, as much as you possibly could, obviously some of it was lost. But
right.
when you go to the flood, I guess. Look at this. Wow.
And this protects them from further damage when the public looks at it.
So this is all handwritten at the time. It's amazing. Now this is so this is Miamisburg here. What other books do we have here?
Okay, this is county commissioners, the first commissioners book. And we try to make sure we preserve all of our first volumes.
Well, I can't read. Can you make that out?
A lot of it's very hard to read.
Holy mackerel, look at this. First commissioners. And this goes back to, what's dated back to 1804. Wow. And who do we have here?
Okay, this is a City of Dayton map.
Oh, wow.
This is the river, and this is the intersection of 3rd and Main.
Oh, I see. Okay. Remarkable. Looks like the plans for the city, the layout of the city. That's amazing. Now, what do we have here?
Okay, this is the first election results from our area.
Wow.
These are Board of Election records.
And this is dated, is that
1804.
1804. Yeah, who won? Just out of curiosity.
I'm not sure.
Is that Cooper? Is that
Right, his name is on there.
That's Daniel Cooper?
And
of Cooper Park, the one behind the library. Okay. So, it looks like he has, I don't know the polling numbers, but it looks like he did pretty well that year. So, that's amazing. We have records all the way back for that. Let's go and see what other
let's see. Okay.
Now, what do we have here?
This is one of our first plat books, and you can see on the drawing they actually drew a house on the plat.
Oh, I see. Now this is
Miamisburg.
yeah, this is Centerville Road. Interesting. Wow. Well, look at the writing, the skilled writing. Talk about a lost
It's very
art.
neat.
Talk about a lost art. That's amazing. What do we have here? This says 1851.
Now this is a will record where it actually tells you what was left, where this particular person willed, oh gosh, there's a variety of things.
Look at this.
Actually, the
Kitchen
first
furniture.
will record, this is females.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow. This here is
This is actually, I think this is a deed record. No, this is a will record also.
Okay.
But the unique thing about this particular one, it's done in German.
Oh,
This section right here.
fascinating.
And the year, this is from 1805 to 1827.
Wow. 1827. So some of the new immigrants.
Right.
What do they have over here?
Okay, this is the first motor vehicle registration,
Motor vehicle. Oh, it's folks. Look at that. This is
1921.
so Harry Phelps was the first registered vehicle in Montgomery County, and it's August 17th. And he had I think the Apperson, something like that. Probably because I see some other ones are Fords, but that's an Apperson. But, obviously a vehicle that's long past. But holy smokes, that's the very first one. Harry Phelps. On August 17th of 1921. Remarkable. Well, this is certainly a very fascinating place. So not only historically, but also in terms of what people need for today as a matter of record. So this would be the place to come. Tell people how to access this place. If people needed the services, is there a place to go or what to call?
Well, they can actually call the Record Center number is 225-6366, and we're located on the 6th floor of the Rival building. We're open from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday.